Yeah, we have the e-libraries like I mentioned earlier. There was an e-library which we got from the States, which it's an e-granary that we were using, and then we moved into what World Possible has provided. That's the Rachel device. Not many schools have that. I think, according to my knowledge, we've rolled about that device to maybe 7 or 8 schools. That is from the department, but there are other suppliers that are dealing directly with the schools that may have rolled out more than what I mentioned. What we are also doing to assist teaching and learning during the lockdown in the country due to the pandemic, we looked at two solutions that we thought might reach us students where there is some kind of internet connectivity. One of that is it's like an online library. We are trying to call it My Home Study. That particular library is designed and it reflects the curriculum in Papua New Guinea. So it will help our teachers or any persons that reckon they can upload content for our students from the elementary or K all the way up to year 12, and also including our TVET or vocational training students. And that would be also for our distance students who are doing studies through, here in the country we call them FODE, which stands for flexible and open distance education. That is for students who can't make it up the formal way, they do distance learning. So we're trying to do this so they can upload documents. Students can go in there, content, and students can go in there and access teaching and learning content whilst they're on lockdown. That is still progressing. We've done some prototype and we're looking at it. Hopefully it should come online. And one day we hope we can also get that and host it somewhere securely in a school so that they can also access it offline. So that's one of the things we currently are working on for teaching and learning. And the other we are looking at is some kind of an LMS system with a Moodle platform. We are talking with a New Zealand company at the moment, and hopefully we get it up and running. Again, both these solutions or initiatives is to address the lockdown that we have with our students and teachers. So the LMS basically, I know that this particular platform is designed for a single campus, but we are trying to make it so that it can be accessed by teachers and students anytime, anywhere, to come in and grab their assignments or tests or quizzes or anything that they have to post, teachers have to post for students. So that's something that you're also working on in support of the Global Partnership in Education, the GPE, as well as UNICEF. Basically, that's what we are doing. But this is what from what I am doing in the department for schools. But each schools have their own approaches to teaching and learning, and they may have been doing other things that I don't have a record of. Like I saw on social media, one school is using Google Classroom. Teachers and students are going out of their way to find ways to keep in touch whilst they're on lockdown and trying to share resources. Last year, when we first went on lockdown, we engaged two schools. One is a primary schools, which start from the K all the way up to grade 8, and then one secondary school, which is from grade 9 all the way up to grade 12. They went in and they found free online materials, and they downloaded them based on the terms that they teach, based on the subjects, the grades, the topics, and they supplied that to us. And this is what we currently have, and we would like to upload onto the My Home Study application that I mentioned earlier. But at the moment, it's still under construction, and we reckon as soon as it's done, we should be able to upload some of this content. This content will not just be published for our students and teachers to have access to, though it can be uploaded for us to use. It will have to go through a vetting by our curriculum. There is a process in place that any content that to be used by our schools in the country has to go through a committee within curriculum, and they vet and they said, yes, that's suitable, that can be posted, that can be given to schools, then it is supplied to schools. And that will be the same manner that will be used when we are trying to make content available for our students and teachers through this online library that I talked about earlier.